Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the official OP Poker channel. My name is Nick. I'm a member of the OP Poker team. I'm one of the founders. I'm also a member of Team OP for PokerStars. And today is a very auspicious occasion because we are about to kick off our first ever swap hold. Well, okay, maybe it's not the first ever. I'm not sure if James has played yet. My first ever swap hold'em stream. If you guys don't know what swap hold'em is, it is a new cash game variant, at least for the moment, it's cash game, where it is a regular 6-max cash game. During which time you will have the opportunity to swap certain pieces of your hand. So, for example, pre-flop you can swap 1 or 2 more cards. On the flop you can do the same. You can do it at any point during the hand, assuming that you're not all in and you can only do it once. And we are about to jump in. In fact, that's frustrating. I actually had a table open just here with 500 big blinds on it. And the table just died as I went on stream. I was going to show off and everything, but that's fine. We're going to get ourselves another table. What you can see in front of you right now is our existing cash graph in big blinds. The reason I'm showing big blinds as opposed to dollars is because we've been playing a range of stakes. We played a bunch of very low stakes, and we've been sort of slowly moving up. We're actually still playing relatively low stakes at the moment, but I thought that was the best place to start, considering that this is a relatively new game for everyone. We should have a pretty considerable edge in this game, however, because, of course, the mechanic, the swap mechanic is very similar to the mechanic that we had in Power Up, because there was a power called Reload where you could swap 1 or more of your cards if you had enough energy. This game doesn't work on energy. It's super straightforward. I think we're just going to jump into it and you guys can work it out as you go. Alright guys, wish me luck. Just hoping that somebody finds those kings, those queens, those jacks. Oh! We got him! We got him! Hold! Please hold! 3-way all in. Can you believe the 3-way all in? Beautiful spot. No more diamonds. No more diamonds. And that is why we are shoving those aces pre-flop. Oh my lord. Okay, I guess we're just gonna go for if he has a king or a queen or a club. Basically, there's not really too much more value in this situation. Alright, wish me luck. I think a check is also kind of cool, though. We still get money from this straight. We still get money from trips. We still get the bluffs as well. I think the check here is really, really, really good. Ready to snap off the shove here. Snap, he says. Putting it in the bank. Pair of 10s. A little bit of a weird one, though, here, obviously, because we have to decide if we're going to go for the flush or the 2 pair. It's not one of the nice ones where we can take both. If we had the 10 of diamonds in our hand here, that's the one that you want. On the turn, however, we're going to decide. If we go for the flush, we can probably take a whole stack, or we can take a big chunk of his stack. His bet is really small here. I think he's probably going to have like a king, maybe. So probably swapping the 9 is better, because then we can just always call, right? Pretty solid read. Not gonna say it was a perfect read. Oh, wait a minute. That's a pretty good card, I guess. Those are some pretty good cards. Please have an ace of hearts. Oh my god, please have the ace of hearts. Please have the ace of hearts. I honestly believe that this is a format that could be played live. I honestly believe that this is a format that could be extremely popular on the same level as a short deck. It's just got one simple mechanic, everything else is the same. It makes perfect sense. I think a lot of people are going to get really lucky and they're going to really want to play more. I think a lot of people who are really good at this game, uh-oh, wait a minute, never mind. Spoke too soon, can't quit. This is the $100 table. Against the unknown player sitting down with 57.75. That's usually a good sign. I remember me and James used to say whenever people sit with that amount, It's usually an indication that they are they're sitting with their case money. And just like that, pretty good spot. Check raised really big here. A little bit concerning. This can definitely be sets. Could definitely be two pairs. Pretty good spot. Pretty good spot. I think we're set over set. Oh, baby, even better. Love to see it. That is definitely one for the clips. But that's also a good thing for us regardless, right? Like getting to a flop with that hand when two people have already used their swap ability is super good for us, which is kind of why the squeeze is super fun. Well, kind of why the squeeze is so juicy. Poker players want swap Omaha. That would be pretty crazy. That would be seriously crazy. Ace. Wow, we need to stop doing that, huh? He calls. And that is a very safe turn for us to just push now. We absolutely must protect our hand at this point. The shove is also good because if people improve into two pairs, they might still want to call. So it's not like we're going to lose value from that kind of stuff. But there's so many dangerous rivers here that will give them big draws that we can't allow to happen. So we're going to put the rest in right now. Swap 2. Folds. Swap 1. Call. Nice. Huge pot there. Huge pot. Definitely another cool spot to be reloading into top set. Three people who can swap. That's absolutely ludicrous. Three people that can swap. Assuming that they all have... Okay, even if they have no hand, their ability to swap two cards with no hand is still putting us at huge risk. And it turns out that all of them had at least one pair, so it's an absolute mandatory. What's up, Black Elf? Thank you very much. Okay, well, I'm here to tell you guys that keeping the queen is a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Trust me. Trust me, guys. Trust me. You gotta trust me on this. Nice little reload there. Getting a lot of those lucky ones today. It's just not going to win enough of the time. And we're going to do this as well with the aces. With this guy on the table, we're actually going to get paid if he can find jacks plus. So it's absolutely worth playing our hand this way. These guys haven't shown enough aggression either. Oh, getting paid. What did I say? Oh my god. What's going on here? What's going on here? Fascinate. Why play swap? I absolutely like it better than normal Texas Hold'em. Yeah, man, it's a fantastic game. People are making huge mistakes. It's a format that we're really good at as well because it's very similar to... It's got very similar elements. If we find a 10, we can shove, so I think it's probably best for us to do this. Easiest play ever! What are you doing, my man? Good spot. It's a pretty good spot. Yo, Teebs, thank you very much. Session's been going fantastic today. Crushing it up left, right, and center. Crushing it up left, right, and center. He basically wants to get it all in on the flop. Interesting. Good spots. I wonder if he's like hard playing aces or something. Maybe he's... Yeah, I mean, this is exactly why you can't be playing kings like this, to be honest. He gets like... He's like sort of getting unlucky, but like not really when you think about it. He's risking a huge number of chips on the flop with one pair in a situation where I can make a perfect decision, right? Like I'm gonna find 2 pair plus and I'm gonna go with my hand every single time once he's turned his hand face up like that. Nice little situation for us, I'll take it for sure. Okay. I mean that fake swapping and similar stuff can be used to trick your opponent. Absolutely, yeah, that will definitely come into play. I think right now, it won't be as big of a thing. Uh-oh. We might have run into aces here, guys. That would be pretty sick if we run straight into aces here. Well, if he has an ace up here, then that's probably a good sign for us. Oh, great spot. King high board. You absolutely love to see it. GG Queens, unlucky sir. Alright. So last probably 2 hands here and then we're gonna wrap it, guys. But flatting with aces I think is definitely gonna be an acceptable way to play your hands. I think with that much dead money in the middle, I don't mind just shipping it though, because you're gonna pick up a lot of dead money and you're gonna get called by worse like a pretty decent amount of the time as well, when you know you've got the absolutes pre. Against better opponents, you're probably gonna put yourself in a lot of really bad spots though. Now, here's a situation where we're absolutely not going anywhere, especially with the extra dead money here. This guy reloaded once, so we have to be aware of that. He did that pre-flop, but now, with all the extra dead money, with the ability to reload, with this perfect, beautiful, beautiful swap hand, we're never going anywhere. And on this flop, we're obviously never going anywhere either. It's pretty ludicrous. Obviously, the real difficulty in this situation is knowing whether or not we should swap, right? Based on the fact that he's probably going to have aces or something, right? Which means we'll have absolutely the right odds to call 34 into 45. It's just an easy call. I think swapping would be a mistake here. I don't think there's any reason for us to throw away what is already going to be enough equity to make the call. Because then if we throw away the 8, then we're basically throwing away our opportunity to outdraw him one more time if we call. So wish me luck. Oh, we're even better. Wow. Well, stupid sick pot. This guy is obviously making some very big mistakes, and that was a great spot for us. Obviously, we put the chips in just fantastic in this context. Bummer, but there you go. We played our hand perfect. We get the chips in so fucking fantastic. It's beautiful. Even after he hits the jack, we have so many outs. But yeah, I mean, there you go. Perfect. This is exactly why we need to be continuing. If he's going to turn up here with hands like ace jack off, we're just going to fucking destroy him in every way, shape, or form. Let's actually review that really quick. Let me get the replayer open and we can take a look at that one more time, and let's talk a little bit more about what else we possibly could have done and if it would have been better. That's probably a good exercise. So here we are. Let's talk about the flop. So pre-flop is pretty straightforward, guys. As I mentioned, it's just once he's used his power, once he's used his swap, it's just easy street all day long, especially with the extra dead money here. So on the flop, let's think about this. So on the flop, against aces, which is what he's kind of trying to represent, which most people will have, they won't have ace jack very often here. We have 8 cards. 8 cards plus the 7 plus the 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. So we already have enough cards to make this a very profitable gamble, even if he has aces, right? Even if he always has aces or something like that, right? 13 1326. We're already greater than 50%, and we only need something like 30 or 28%. I can't remember exactly what it is. He shoved 34 into 45. So it's the actual equity we require is something like 34 plus 34 plus 45 equals, so 34 divided by 113. Yeah, so exactly 30%. We only require 30% equity, and we are absolutely massive against the hand that he's representing, so it's always going to be a call. Let's think about some alternatives that we could do here. So we could swap the 8s, which would give us one shot at improving directly into the nut straight, right? Or a straight that we know is basically always going to win. So that's basically the same as seeing one turn. So if we do it that way, that means that we will have 8 cards to hit one time. So that's about 16%. And then we'll have 2 additional streets to hit as well. So we'll have 16% on the flop. And then if we miss, we'll also have something like 32% to get to the river. So is that more equity? Is that more equity than calling with our hands, or is that less equity? Okay, so James, if you're here, please look at this situation. So is it better for us to maintain our hand where we know we have huge equity against aces and always call, or is it better for us to try and draw into 2-pair? I mean, 2-pair can never be the right play here, because if we miss our 2-pair, then we're just completely drowning when we have 1 pair against aces. So that's never the option. The question is trying to make a straight and then seeing 2 additional cards better, because it's basically like a third street. So that would be 8, 16. So 16, that would be like 32, 32, 40. Yeah, I still think the call is correct. I still think the flat call without the swap is better here. The other thing that we haven't considered though is, if we reload the 7 and miss, we can also give ourselves the straight flush draw, which is pretty big as well. That's massive. So because specifically we have the 7 of diamonds, it might be beneficial to go for the swap, because we're going to have similar equity to keeping and playing. But we could also give ourselves a straight flush draw, which would give us even more equity going to the turn in river. But yeah, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream there, and thank you very much for coming to join me on my birthday stream. We are going to probably continue with more swap throughout this week and maybe next weekend, whatever. It's obviously just a fantastic game we're doing really well at. And I think there's a lot of interesting spots that still need to be discussed. For example, this one in particular. In any case, guys, I'm gonna sign off there. Speaking of the Discord channel, which is where I'm gonna share a screenshot of this exact spot. You guys can join our Discord channel for free. It's where the OP Poker community lives. It's a fantastic place to try and improve your poker in all sorts of variants, including some of the newer ones, for example, swap. So go and check out our Discord channel. I'm gonna start putting some links in the chat now. !Discord will give you a link there. Go and join. It's a super non-toxic friendly community. If you're not already a member of OP Poker, go and join now. We're also on social media, guys. We are on Instagram, we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube. These are all great places to stay up to date with us, and we're putting up loads more clips from Swap, which I'm telling you right now, just the clips from today and yesterday, they're like mind-blowingly good. There's some really, really fun ones. So definitely check out the Instagram if you want to follow along with that. Twitter gets some of that love too, but basically everywhere will notify you when streams go live.
How y'all doing? It's been almost a week since we last saw each other on Twitch. That last session didn't go so well, so you might be wondering, how the hell is the bankroll way higher than it's ever been? And there's only one reason for that. It's this new game, Swap Hold'em. If you haven't looked already, we got a video out on how to play it and some basic strategy. If you want to look at that, be my guest. We've been playing mostly $200 and $100 tables. Let's get the results up here. I've been sun running, and we're up $3,600. Most of it was playing heads up on 1-2 against regulars, so I don't think it's sustainable, but hey, we'll try our best. So I think I'm going to play just 1 or 2 tables today, keep it nice and simple. If there's a $200 game running, we'll play it. There is. Probably want to play lots of pots when these two are in. I don't know this player yet, but I'm going to presume that they're going to be recreational because I don't know them. Yo, Imagine Cast, how you doing? This game looks great. I mean, it's great for my bankroll. Almost up 4K in this game so far, so yeah. Hey, we're having a Twitch baby as well. Thank you for the 9 months, Imagine Cast. Thank you very much. I'm actually gonna call. There are a bunch of there's a huge amount of backdoor draws that I've decided that I'm gonna go for in this hand. All right. Let's get the flush. Easy game. If I get re-raised, I fold. I don't expect people to be bluffing when I'm leading into 2 people. This game is swap hold'em. It plays like regular hold'em, except we get the value because we know how to wrap. Alright, I'll go for my first bluff against this guy. Snap calls me. Okay. I'm going for the check raise. Oh boy, here we go. We're blocking most of the full houses, so that's cool. It's not really someone I generally want to bluff, as you can see. If you've been watching the stream, I've been staying away from bluffing him. But this one's just too good to be true, really. I'm repping a full house. I should be able to get flushes off. I'm blocking aces full of 7s and aces full of 8s, which are the main hands that we're scared of. Okay, we're gonna call. I've got a position. Can I have Jack 5? Would I play Jack 5 in this way? No, I'd fast play it. So therefore I'll fold. I'd have, so my hands in by that point. Basically you always got to look at what your range would be. It gets really condensed when you swap 2. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you had that feature. It gets very condensed when you've decided to swap and then call multi-way. So the kind of hands that you'll be calling are flush draws, straight draws, and mega nuts, so queens. Occasionally the weaker 2 pairs you might be a little bit scared, but in this case I would fast play Jack 5. So you got to be aware of your range, and then on the turn, what would you want to continue of that range? Now, the hands that I would want to continue would be the strong heart draws, queens obviously, and I'll be folding my straight draws. So we fold the weak flush draws, we fold all the straight draws, and carry on slow playing the queens. All right. Another spot where I want to be in pots with these 2 is I'm calling with a questionable hand. I will be calling the flop. We know he bets quite wide. We saw him betting with a gut shot last time. I'm out of position on him. I don't want to be bluffing him. I'll take my draw. Turn card is nasty for my hand. Do I want to lead out? I think I will. It's just too nasty for my hand, and it's one of the worst hands that I would check and call. So I think leading out as a bluff is better. Beautiful. The rich get richer, huh? Oh well, those are the spots we're looking for. You know? I think a much bigger majority of them are regs, right? So I don't mind. Okay, we're gonna bet. It's a really good spot to bet for me. Hopefully Zappa doesn't believe me. That would be sweet. The fuck do I do now? I don't even know what the fuck I do. That river is like... Maybe I should be betting small because I can't figure out what I bluff. No, I've got loads of stuff that's complete airball that would bluff river, right? All right, we're gonna just call down, I think. I think calling down is the better option. Re-raising looks hella strong. So yeah, calling down is the play, right? It's not great, but it's the play. Yay! The river makes it easier. We lose the eights and we lose the aces. That's just cooler spot if that happens. Yay! Cooler in our direction. Yay! Awesome. Interesting that the short stack guy is now big stack. Okay, we want to size up because we're not in position. If I was in position, I'd make it smaller. Nice. Nice. Boom. Let's go. Yes. Here we go. These flops. Ugh. Very annoying flops. Or at least they should be. I should be put under pressure so that I can't see some nice tasty turns and rivers. However, he didn't do that. So that's cool. I can just check it down and redraw. What? Okay, now I can't. What? Do I always call with a king high? I think I do. Oh, okay, we can raise it up. Nice. And he's gonna think I had the 7 the whole time and be really confused. Keep out a lookout on the observe tables, because Nick and myself are going to be playing this a lot right now. There's money to be made and we're stuck inside, so we're going to be grinding a lot. It's a very, very hard game to explain to stream because there's so much going on. So we're looking at really, look at this. Those are nice results, huh? 3.5k. Hell yeah. Bankroll is 11,722. I like this. Those are nice numbers. I can get used to seeing an extra digit